Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Madals and today I've got game number 4 of this best of 5. It's going to be ridiculously good, I have no doubt of that. It is between two great Zerg players and one of them in game number 3 started to make a potential comeback. In the top right position spawning as the green Zerg player from Mouse Sports, it is hOpe. And his opponent up in the top left, the blue Zerg from Quantic, it is HyuN. Ooh, very fun times coming up. I'm really looking forward to see what's going to be coming down in this third game, because the one thing we haven't seen so far is any Zergling Baneling wars. Both players just wanting to rush up to like Roaches, Roach Hydra and stuff like that. And I feel that's like, I don't want to say that's cheating ZvZ, because if both players do it I guess it's fair, but come on, we all love a bit of Zergling Baneling micro. There's just something intense about that, the fear. It's like riding a motorcycle and doing a wheelie at like 100 miles an hour round a corner while your front wheel is on fire. If you make it work, you look like a god. Otherwise you die a horrible, horrible death in acid and fire. I don't know where the acid comes from on this motorcycle. Okay, you're riding a motorcycle over a tightrope which is over a vat of acid, is what Ling Bling Micro is like. Hell yeah, that makes sense. Don't ruin my analogy. Both players, anyway, are getting down their hats. Of course, this is on Frost. Interesting thing about Frost is there's a Christmas tree. Look at that Christmas tree. Isn't it beautiful? Look at it. It's like little Vespian pots as lights on it. I think that's cool. Little chests down here as well. I don't know what the two tree stumps are for, though. They're all very interesting. Maybe they're seats. I never know. The other cool thing about Frost is apparently it makes some players' eyes go really funny. I'm not going to name names, but I know quite a few players have mentioned to me in lobbies that they absolutely hate Frost, because if they look at it for a while, it just does their eyes in, and they can't really focus on things properly, and yeah, lots of players take breaks after playing on Frost. That's one of the reasons. So, we do see the gas from hOpe was again down before the pull. Meanwhile, HyuN, I was going to say hero there. HyuN is going pull, no gas. So, very similar builds to game number 2 and game number 3 from both of these two at the moment. Frost has some interesting attack paths. One, there's this tiny one up here. Secondly, there's lava, then this watchtower. And yeah, there's quite a big chunk of movement through here. These are going to be the two main attack paths these two are using. Unlikely this bottom one will come into much use until maybe a third gets taken. Players will probably take this third before this third, as they won't want to expand towards each other, and they're relatively similar in terms of positioning. The only downside, well actually I don't say there is a downside either, because both are pretty vulnerable to Mutalisk play, because you can dart into the main, into the third, or you can dart from the third into the natural and back out. So yeah, both have swings and roundabouts, but yeah, generally I think they'll take this one, because you don't want to expand towards your opponent, generally speaking, as a rule of thumb, on most occasions. Now, we do see here that hOpe, he's still busy mining gas after getting speed, so that early baneliness will, once again being coming down, is getting made, but of course HyuN coming in to scout it. The queens do pop out, but these two lings 100 million trillion % will scout down the baneliness. There we go, as we've seen, won't get a drone kill because unfortunately the drones came to help each other because they're good team players. HyuN though, just getting down 2 more queens once again, sending these two to the front, ready to pick off any banelings that were trying to make their way through. But for the moment, hOpe just running some units down, only a couple of Zerglings, nothing too scary. So, where does this leave us? Well, hOpe once again with his baneliness that doesn't really do much. The super early lair. This is kind of quite stylistic of him getting that super early lair down, this baneliness as well. But in the game so far, I really don't think it's paid off for him. Even when he got the lair and the super fast Mutalisks, which he could be doing again now he's got up to 3 gases. Yeah, even when he did that in game number 2, the Mutalisks didn't really do anything other than help him hold off a push from HyuN. But he does now scout in, sees the gas timing, sees that HyuN has gone up to 4 gas, I do believe, unless I'm mistaken. If you take a quick look at his vision, yep, he knows that all 4 gas have been taken. The lair not yet been started though. And that's because HyuN has yet to mine any gas. He could still go for the early lair though, could go up to Mutalisk. It's a possibility, something to keep an eye out for at the moment. But for the moment, HyuN and hOpe, both with good overlord placement, both wanting to keep an eye out on when third bases are taken, and who can blame them, because that's usually where you get a good indicator about what your opponent is going to be trying to do. So, This is starting to look like a cool game. Really thinking that hOpe probably going to get spy down. He's got a drone already there. He's got enough money for it. It could be something else, but no. There we go, spire. So it is going to be Madals play once again. Double evolution chamber plus the roach worm. This time though, the lair for HyuN slightly later. Still going to be finishing up at about the same time as the spire does. Actually, it's proportionally. It's slightly earlier than it was in game number 3, where hOpe had his spire down fractionally earlier. But yeah, more Zerglings going to come streaming in. Gonna try and make their way through. Neither will make it, unfortunately. Getting killed. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said getting died. Getting killed by a spine crawler looks really painful. Like, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want that. Really wouldn't want that. I can think of better ways to go. Probably a Baneling. If any okay, here's a question for all of the viewers. In the comment section below, if you could get killed... Okay, probably if you could get killed, you don't want to volunteer for this. Okay, if you had to be killed by any StarCraft unit, which would you pick and why? Leave me a comment below and tell me. I'm also going to put this up on my Twitter for people to let me know, because I think that is pretty damn cool. I'd like to know what people think. Anyway, we do see that missile attack and carapace coming down here once again for HyuN. Third bases in terms of timings there. A bit closer than they have been previously. HyuN's a little bit later, but it always is. He's also got his hydrogen coming up, but 8 Mutalisks now on their way. Those Mutalisks, where are they even headed for? They're heading for this Overseer actually, so going to reveal themselves very, very early. This hydrogen now done. We see the first hydras coming out now for HyuN. Really, this just means he's going to be able to hopefully defend some of this, or he could go for a big shove. And considering the fact that he's making a lot of hydras, and he's got a lot of roaches, and one's nearly done, my money is on big shove. Adding the fact that we've got the creep highway being made. Oh yeah. Here we go. Okay, so, Mutalisks coming through. They're going to try and deal some damage here, but there are the queens with transfuses. Remember, we've also got the hydralisks on their way, waddling down. Waddle, they don't really waddle, they kind of, snake their way down. They have like snake tail thingies, but anyway, slither. They slither around the map. The Mutalisks though dealing some good damage here for hOpe. It's a little bit frustrating. HyuN just going, go for it, base trading. So that means that HyuN's going to lose quite a few workers now. He's going to have to make a couple of spore crawlers to defend his natural, but these roaches coming in have got pretty much no resistance. This is not looking too good for hOpe, especially when the Hydra's coming up and picking off a couple of Overlords. Not enough to supply block, even with that third one going down, but a lot of drones getting taken out here as well now. The Hydras need to start working away at this, and that is exactly what they're doing. A lot of drones are getting picked apart. This is not what you really want to be seeing if you are hOpe. And HyuN, well, he doesn't have to worry about the Mutalisks because they come back. The spore crawlers were able to scare them away, but HyuN, both players doing good damage so far, though. HyuN killing a couple more workers. Needs to do just an tinsy bit more, and that's why we've got more roaches coming over. This many Mutalisks, I don't know if they can actually stop him, which... Oh no, HyuN, he wasn't focusing on the damage Mutalisks, otherwise I think he could have done it, but he's still coming in here, and he is doing so much damage. hOpe is really on the ropes at the moment. He's trying to pick up as many of these drones or keep as many drones alive as he can, but look at this. Now even a queen getting in on this mix, and he's queen going up against some roaches. More roaches getting pulled back, but this is a slaughter at the moment. hOpe's income plummeting. HyuN is still looking really solid. HyuN just pumping more and more roaches. He smells blood. He knows when to just go for it. A couple of roaches going to get picked off here, but the lair taking a good amount of damage. You've got more roaches coming down. Just trying to buy a bit of time, saying, okay, I want to keep the Mutalisks and these roaches tied up so I can try and take out the lair. The lair getting a little bit low, but things really not looking good for hOpe. As he loses this, he's going to GG. He knows he can't come back from that, and that means that HyuN will take this series 3-1. So, I hope you did all enjoy this series. It's a really fun one to cast. If you did like it, make sure you like the video, leave a cool comment, and of course subscribe. Remember, I get new games up every day of the week, so if you subscribe, hopefully you won't miss any, but also check back on the channel. And also check back my past catalogue, because there's so many cool games. There's like 1,100 games up there now. Anyway, I'm also going to be streaming, just a reminder to everyone, from the week beginning the 23rd of September 2013. So make sure you go on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Madals. Anyway, that's it for now. See you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.